Good morning, happy day after harvest. Look, the concrete is wet. Rained this morning. Kinda. We've had a half a tenth. It's not much, but it's something, I guess. So, anyway, we've got some seed business stuff to attend to today. We might spread some fertilizer if the sun comes out and dries stuff off enough that we can do that this afternoon. Or spread lime. We got a little bit of fertilizer left in the spreader. It's in the shop. It's dry. We could go spread that really anytime. I don't really want to do it in the rain, but we could do that anytime. But then we've got a couple piles of lime to spread, and I would like it to be somewhat dry to do that. So anyway, I'm gonna go see a customer and maybe stop at the bank and a couple of things, and we'll be back in a little bit. I am back from all kinds of stuff. We tried to sell some seed, saw a couple of guys. We went to the bank. We worked on the computer. Oh, we've done all kinds of stuff. It's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon now. So we are going to empty that spreader. There's a little bit, like 4,000 pounds of potash left in it. We're just going to go across the road in the wheat stubble over there and spread it out. I've got to get more potash in yet, but I need to get the lime spread first. So it was a little windy this morning. It's kind of quieted down now, so we're gonna go spread this out. I don't know if we'll do any lime or not. I need to look. We might do some lime. It seems to have dried up. The rain really stopped this morning. We didn't end up getting hardly anything, so it is what it is. Oh, the tile lines in this field are not fun. The ground's dry though. Rain's all dried up. Like I said, we don't have much in there. Can't hardly even see it. Oh, that's what my cameras are for. Those are nice. Oh yeah, by the way, today's Monday. Tomorrow, however, is Tuesday. So if you're watching this tomorrow on Tuesday, and you are a registered voter in the United States of America, go vote. Please go and vote. I care who you vote for, but I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. Just go and do it. Thank you. So I can't see any fertilizer through that window or over the top or anything. But gosh dang, is that camera nice. There's not much left there, but there's a little pile, and I can see it falling onto the spinners there. So we've about got it used up. Working really, really good. It's a touch windier than it probably should be out here. I don't know if it's bad, but we're not going to spray any lime today. We got to wait for this wind to die down, especially the lime. The potash is a fairly heavy particle that's going to fly pretty good. Oh, look at that. I would say we're empty. Definitely. Now the belt's running empty. Okay. So that's how far we made it. All right. Yeah, like I said, we're not going to do any lime today because I want the wind to die down. The potash is heavy, so it spreads pretty good even in a little bit of a breeze. The lime is dust and will not. Well, since I can't spread, let's go do some ripping. Got a little bit of time yet. It's a little after 3. I have parent-teacher conferences tonight in school for the boys, so we gotta do that. But that's not till later. We got lots of ripping to do. Let's go find a small field and see if we can get it done. All right, well, it's pulling pretty well, actually. It's not really that hard at all. Now, this field was tiled a year ago. It was ripped last fall, so this is, hasn't been that long, so it shouldn't be super hard. We're just pretty dry, so, yeah, working up really nice. I played around with our settings a little bit. So this ripper, it's a 2730 ripper, and it has True Set on it, so we can control it all right through our display here. And well, I've got the disc set to 3 inches. That's probably about 3 inches. I probably don't need them that deep. I don't know. They look okay. And then the ripper at 10 inches deep, closing baskets at 3.4 or something like that. I've kind of just made it look like it's supposed to look. I don't know if those numbers are exactly right or not. I did run through a calibration, but you really need to be on a nice, good, level, flat spot and tell it where its zeros are. I did the best I could. But it seems to be doing the job we want it to do, so that's good. We could get out and dig around a little bit at some point. We might do that. Alright, well, it looks good. I've got some more adjustments made like I want it. This is a decent flat spot right here. Let's go get out and look around. Alright, so I don't have a tape measure with me, but you can see what our disc blades are doing here. And they're in the ground. I got it set for 2 inches. That looks pretty close to 2 inches to me. And then we've got our ripper points. It's gonna be hard to tell, but they aren't shallow. Those are buried in there pretty good. I'm gonna get a poker stick out. These probably are too far. The leveling discs, that's probably a little too buried. But you can see why we have bearing issues there and how much dirt they are running in. Okay, we're gonna raise those up a touch. And then the rolling basket is doing a good job, and it's really level behind it. I like the job that the leveling side of stuff is doing. So that's good. You can see over here was my first pass. And right here is about where I got the leveling basket put down. But if you look down there, you can see the ridges a little bit more because I hadn't quite gotten it adjusted down and it wasn't quite as good. This is better. We don't want it to be super smooth so much that it's going to wash and erode and stuff over the winter. But we don't want it so rough that it is hard to level up in the spring either. So smoother is good. A few bigger chunks is okay because these will melt down over the winter and won't be a problem. But we got nice loose dirt. I really should get a shovel so we can dig behind it here, but nice loose dirt. Even that right there is just a chunk and we're down below it. Looks pretty good. So on these rippers, they come with a little compaction checker tool that we probably won't even be able to get in the ground. Let's see here. Yeah, about that far. Good grief. Okay, hold on. I've got a fancy magnetic phone case. Let's use it. You guys hang out right there. Okay. I will start right here. About right there. That's how deep our compaction layer is. That is probably 6 or 7 inches. I don't know what this dot is, but yeah, it's not that deep. Let me see if I can even get past that. Well, there we got a spot. That one went in easy. Why did it change so much? There. Well, I got it into the second dot on here, just past it. If I had to guess, that's 10, maybe 12 inches, and then these are every 2 inches past that. I need a tape measure. Okay. Now what I really want to do, we're going to level this off to where ground level is and see if we can poke the point. How far forward does it go? Right there. Well, I had it. Trying to find the front of it. That's deeper than our initial compaction. They were right at this first hole. I got it set at 11, so, but I'm on the top of the point. If this is 10, that would make sense. That's about right, because you want to measure to the bottom of the point, and I'm pushing on the top of it, not the bottom. So, anyway, what we can tell though is that over here, right behind this point, we can push that in all the way down. It's broken up way deeper. Now this is ridged up here, so you can't, you know, come back here. It just pushes right in. We're fluffing that ground up. We're introducing air back into the soil, breaking through that compaction layer. Way better than what we can do over here. Ugh. Yeah, I can't even. Okay. The tool's doing what it's supposed to do. It's doing its job. We're gonna need a thumbnail today, so we gotta get in the right spot for that. Alright, let's keep her moving. At some point I'll grab a tape measure. I don't think we have one in the cab here. Doesn't look like it. Anything in here? Nope. Anything in here? Some snacks. Nope. Nope. Alright. Doesn't matter. Just got to be below the compaction layer, and we're clearly doing that, so. So I've got the rippers set to 11. That's got to be pretty close to where we're running them. And it's pulling decent. There are times when it bogs it down, and there's times when we can go a little more. We've got it, our automatic power shift set to 6.8. This is the actual speed, 6.4, 6.1. That's good. We can run this tool like that all day. We're 18 feet wide. It's not fast, but we'll get there. The disc blades in the front, we really don't even need to be running them in the ground in bean stubble. Basically, you set them deeper to bury more residue, and there's not enough residue out here to worry about. If we were in corn stalks, we could set them down a little bit to get the trash buried. Not a concern really in the bean stubble, so we'll just keep them about where they're at. I did want to bring those closing discs up. I got them set at 3.4. Let's go to 2.5, and we'll kind of watch what that does to our closing discs and the baskets on the back. See how it changes the finish. Well, I think that looks pretty good behind it. You can see the difference between the first pass, the one next to us, and the one we're doing now, and the discs and the closing discs and the settings. We're burying more trash now than we were there. Shouldn't matter a whole lot. It looks good. So this true set kind of automatically keeps the tool where we want it and automatically adjusts it, right? So when all of these are green, that means it's actively trying to adjust and follow the settings that we have. And if you look at our hydraulic display here, you can see that outlets 1 through 4 are all in auto mode, and anytime you see that little black line arrow coming up, that means that there's oil flowing. Number 4, it's on all the time. That's down pressure on the rolling baskets. Number 2 is adjusting the front disc position. Number 3 is adjusting the closing disc position. And number 1 lifts the whole ripper out of the ground. So I don't have to manually set any of them once we get the true set set up. It just adjusts all of it. The only thing I have to do is pick the machine up and set it back down when we make our turns. And if I would set up our auto track turn automation, I wouldn't even have to do that. I don't know if we have that on this 4200 display. Does it have auto track turn automation? Come on, menu, applications, auto track guidance. Nope, don't see turn automation. So we can't do that on here. That's okay, I don't need it anyway. Tillage is one of those jobs that's going to become autonomous soon enough. Soon enough. And so once you get everything set right, it just kind of does itself. So I brought my iPad, and we're doing some seed proposals in here. I thought I'd show you this just a little bit. This is one of the GHX proposals and kind of what sets us apart a little bit. I shouldn't say that. This isn't what sets us apart, but something that is new for me this year. But like this particular customer, I've got these 4 products that I'm proposing to him. So it lists them out there, and then it kind of goes through each one of them. Shows all of their ratings, strengths and weaknesses, different seeding rates and stuff, and then we go in and actually have some charts of performance by yield environment, recommended seeding rate in said yield environments. You can see this is the new 103 day, and the yield levels on it, yield performance on it has just been outstanding. So it shows all of that, and then we got the beans. It's basically the same thing. Same thing on the beans here, just without the It's heating rate stuff. And then there's the proposal with the actual prices on it below that. But I'm not going to show you. So I can put these together for my customers and then either email it to them or print it and drop it off, or take my iPad and we'll show it to them. We can go through them one at a time. We can go through individual fields. We can do this, you know, as a acres proposal. That's what this one is just acres. I don't know. I like it. I like the concept behind it, but we got to have some success with it too, so we'll see. Well, here's a problem. We'll see how the John Deere engineers figure out how to deal with an autonomous mode. My rolling basket's not turning. You know why it's not turning? Because there's a rock stuck in it. No, that's not it. Was that it? No way. I lifted that thing up and down about 10 times in the field, thinking that it would, whatever was in there would fall out. Oh, it was probably that rock right there. I bet it was that one. Anyway, you can see these big chunks that we get sometimes. That's not good. I don't know if our basket would have done much there, but I had it lifted up out of the ground because it was pushing because of the rock. Oh well. It is raining a little bit. It's been raining most of the time that we're out here. The frame is wet on the ripper, but the hood of the tractor is dry, so we'll be alright. Looks like we got a collection in there, along with field cultivator sweeps that we haven't used since spring. Getting dark on me. It's 5:30. Time change. It's alright. I like running equipment in the lights after the time change. We didn't get to do any harvesting like that this year. We were completely done before the time change, which is not true. But yesterday, we finished before dark, which would have been the first day after the time change. You know what I mean? So, anyway, we're about done here. I got about a half an hour before I gotta be done. So we'll see if I can get the ends done quick enough or not. Last pass on these end rows here. The boundary track works pretty good for this, as long as my boundaries are good. And this side was fine. The other end was not. We're gonna have to redo a bunch of boundaries and make them more accurate here over the next year or two. But it's helpful. I think it'll be really nice planting corn in the spring too, trying to figure out how to use it a little better. Or the auto path boundaries that they've got now. I don't know. I'm gonna sit down and learn some of that stuff this winter. Anyway, the rain's starting to pick up, so good thing that we are about done here. We're gonna go park this and go see how my kids are doing in school. All right, well, a little tillage today, so thanks for watching this one. Have a great night. I don't know if I'm gonna make a video tomorrow or not. It might be a seed selling day and just on the road. It's been raining a little more this evening. Might get some more overnight tonight. Too greasy to be in the fields. I don't know, we'll see. But I've got seed to sell, and we've got some tillage to do and fertilizer to spread if we get a chance to do that too. So,
bye guys. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Have a great night. Like and subscribe. Questions and comments down below, and we'll see you guys when we see you.